Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Okay, today the plan is we're gonna try and get that Cryonite. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna scan this surface. There's supposed to be some biters here. I kinda wanna find them. This is a pretty small planet. The radius is only 500. So we can do that. Meanwhile, I think we want to send a little bit of stone and a little bit of fuel there. We can clean this up as well. We have some copper coming from this guy still, but not a lot. Okay, so this can go. This can go. This can go. This can also go. There we go. Okay, I can turn this off now for a bit. I'm gonna use this here. Boom. Let's do that. Let's take a drill and put that there. That should be covering both of these quite well. Now, we only have 23k here. Question is, where is this 23k, right? We barely have anything here. There is this in here. Can we just get this done here? Oh, there's 1k in here. Oof. Okay. Can we do this? It's gonna take a while, but okay. There's a little bit there, and there should be 22k here somewhere. This here is... We'll do that. We can remove this. All the way down here, probably. Red circuits. Gonna move you. There we go. This is really messing things up for me here. Let's do another red belt here. Let's do that. 6.3k. Honestly, I don't know if that covers all of them. Boop. It's going. It's gonna be a while. I think we'll just put this out here then. Like so. We can run up here and put this in. It's fine. Okay. There might be something outside of the range here. There is something there, yeah. Which is outside of the range. Put that there. Temporarily gonna do that. Maybe this works. Maybe this works quite well. And hopefully we're tapping the last of the copper in the main base right now. Okay, let's view here. Doesn't look like there is anything. Can I confirm hostile extinction? Yes, I can. Okay. So, ideally, here, we would like to get maybe a few more of these in the logistics system. And ideally, we want to get a couple more construction roboports here. So we're gonna have to bring them to this planet. So we need a way to get power. Solar is one idea. It's not a great idea, but it is an idea. We don't have a ton of solar, and crafting solar power is pretty slow at the moment. Okay, are we struggling filling these, or what? Is that the problem? We're not getting enough engines, and we're not getting enough of anything, really. How much are we multiplying this by? 4. This is not that much. Let's multiply it by 6, then. See if this helps. Should help a little bit. Because this is mostly a crafting kind of problem. Wait, you don't have steel. Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay. You are done because you don't... Okay. That's fine. Okay, we can maybe increase it by using these, but they are very, very expensive right now. Anyway. So we need a power source for our new planet. We do have a little bit of crude oil here. One idea would be to use coal as a power source, so we use steam power. That's probably the most reasonable thing to do here, I think. Because steam power isn't that bad, and we can run a bunch of miners on that. So what do we need? We need mining. We need a couple of these delivery cannons. These. Delivery cannon. Where are those? They are here. I think I should probably prepare and just be like, okay, I'm gonna take that. We need to take some heat shielding here. It should be in a chest. But it's not. Because this is not getting any sulfur. Oh no. I can feel that we have an oil problem. Yes, we have an oil problem. Okay, we are gonna do the lazy thing here. How much craft? Yeah, we're getting 60% crafting speed for this. So petroleum should be going up from 6k per minute to like 9-10k per minute. And that hopefully mostly is gonna feed this. So we are completely out of sulfuric acid as well. And I can tell you it's not a crude oil problem. But we are not... Okay, we are... 1.7 million. While we're here... Oh yeah, I'm not crafting 50 motors. Basic materials. Can I just get, like, 50 of this, please? And... this is gonna be intermediate product, right? That's fine. Let's get 5 of these. You know, I can handcraft a couple of these small things, but I'm definitely not handcrafting like a bunch of stuff. Okay, this is unfortunate. So we're gonna do this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already... That's gonna be a thing as well. And all of the other ones are already tapped, so... We definitely have enough oil. We are tapping all of this at the same time. We could add another one of these. We really wanted to. Put it here. I'll do that. I'll do that for now. That goes in there, that goes in there. These are waiting for some kind of thing. And that thing is landfill and it's on the way. We need to craft another oil refinery though. Okay, so what are we lacking in orbit right now? Stone, I guess. Okay. This is now going to decent pace. Decent, but not great, is my answer to that. I mean, I don't really want to use petroleum for this. Right now. Can we do this, please? And do 2 fuel refineries. We have a lot of efficiency modules, so it doesn't matter. I think we're trolling ourselves by using... because this can consume 4.8k. Now this also consumes 4.8k. And this produces a lot. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot more sulfur now. We are getting a lot more sulfur now. Okay. That probably fixed it. So we should not have been doing that from the start, really. Right, stone. Here. We don't have any stone in there. Let's get up here to collect some. Let's do 2 of these. Let's do this. Okay, this is gonna feed that way quicker. Do 1 more here. That's fine. Let's turn this off. And we'll be able to get a bunch of that. Okay. So sulfur is now going back here. Maybe we'll get our heat shielding soon. Kinda doubt, but... We're stacking up a little bit of petroleum. So this is doing well. This is doing well. Light oil is keeping a pretty decent spot still. We are still cracking a little bit, but we can keep up with this. So petroleum, we can use that for like an emergency, but yeah. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. Let's get a couple of these running. Gonna need to be refilled on the motors though. Let's get 100. Getting another 50. Okay, more, please. Come on. Have 70 on the way. Three is not enough, my guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are still stacking up petroleum. Crafting speed plus 90%, not that bad. I need one more. Hello. There we go. These attacks are getting kind of spicy. One time soon, we're gonna need to take a look at making a more proper defense with flamethrowers, probably. And I would also probably want to feed that with a train, I think. So this is cooking pretty well right now. This is not cooking at all right now because of steel. Right, we destroyed that. Not very clever, was it? Okay, so that's done. Remove, remove, remove. This is now down to 16k. Let's see if we can increase this. We'll get a little bit more crafting speed from that. But okay, so steel is now going through all the way. See, if I don't get this heat shielding, then we're gonna struggle with this. Let's do another 3. So 1.55 per second. It's not bad. It is not bad. This here is not running that hard. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then we need one more. How many of these motors do we have in the storage? Not that many. Not that many. We just ate all of them. So how are we doing here with heat shielding? And that's gonna be picked up as well, yeah. Because we need heat shielding here for this. Okay. It's 100 heat shielding. I'm gonna steal that probably. Take that. I think we need one more. Put that in there. Okay, so we are back to, well, we need a bunch of heat shielding. Do we have any that I can steal? I have this. We also have up here. That's not easy to take without getting a bunch of other stuff. We'll take some here then. I don't think we need more than 2 of these delivery cannons. But we definitely need a couple of buckets. We'll get a couple of buckets here to bring with us. We need miners, and we need 10, 20, 10. We'll probably craft a bunch more of that. Boop. Take a bit from here as well. Okay, so we also need like a stack of miners, for example. We'll need a couple of buckets. We'll need inserters for sure. Don't think we need long inserters really. We'll need a couple of belts and stuff. We're gonna need robo parts. Which we don't have that many. Whoops. Let's do that. You know, I'm quite tempted to just do this. Okay, those bolts are all busy. They're all busy doing their thing. Let's see. Red ammo hasn't made its way very far either. Okay, this is now not doing anything again. We need more water. Oh, we have a lot of water. Okay. That's fine. Take this out, take that out. And then we take these out. Bot. I'm curious. I really want this research as well. Them being able to carry twice the amount of items would be really, really good. So this needs about 200, right? And then this also needs about 200. We can maybe make that work. I think we can maybe make that work. We'll see. Okay, so I'm cheating a little bit here. Just getting some of these here. Boom. Now we're gonna make an infinite amount of roboports with this. So I think we're gonna stop at 100. This is gonna really drain our funding for this. We frankly don't have the ability to make that many red circuits. We can make a whooping 126 per minute, which is 2 roboports. So this is a prime area for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a prime area for upgrading. Okay, cool. Well, this makes a ton more right now, but it also consumes 400 green circuits, which is a lot. It's basically half a belt of green circuits, and it also eats 200 of these, which we barely have. We will upgrade this inserter, thank you very much. This is gonna eat additional copper as well from here, so. But I think that's well worth it, really. You know, maybe I regret and will start the limit by doing like 30 here. Oh yeah, you are way too slow for your own good. We'll do that. This is also prime candidate for upgrading, really. I think we'll do that. We'll do... So this is now 0.93, then we go to 1.25. And then we go quite far from that. this guy is now gonna have a lot of trouble keeping up. Please do things faster. Okay, we will make a new thing here called modules. I know it's mega unnecessary to categorize them like this, but I really, really enjoy this kind of thing. So I can turn off specific things if I want. Yeah, I think you are gonna eat all of that wire anyway. But it's gonna give us a lot of extra things here. Let's take a look. You are now out of stone again. Really? Okay. Let's go. Let's do that. See if we can make sure that this gets the thing. We're now out of lubricant. Well, we do have a lot in storage, but other than that, we don't really have any. I would like to make some circuits here at some point to see what we're missing. Can we do this? Reads the unsatisfied item requests from the logistics network. So for example, now we should have like 10 lubricant. And I'm assuming we'll have a bunch of this at some point. I really want to unlock requester chests now. I'm very, very motivated to do that. Okay, so how are we doing with heat shielding? Heat shielding is going. You probably need help. We'll upgrade that, because you're just crafting that too quickly. How are we doing with circuits? This is doing really well. And having 4 module slots is really incredibly good. So only 12k left here. 1.976. This is now done. We'll remove that, which is good. Okay, so we can probably... I don't need an insane amount of roboports, right? And we can probably be satisfied with 50 and 50. Oh no. Can I do that? Thanks. Cool. So we'll put these in here and that. We're gonna put some power poles in here. We have that. I'm gonna make a bit more of this, because I'd like to have the possibility to build 20 of that. How are we doing with meteor defense anyway? You have 9 left. There. Do I need to build more? Let's build another 10. Okay, so we put 10, 10. I need to build another couple of these. Right now, I think I'm lacking iron, probably. Yes. It is looking like that. I'm not going to be sending any more science to orbit yet. So we want to do the Cryonite first. I wanted to do something up here. What the hell did I want to do? I wanted to go and put ammo up here. Boom. So 4 buckets, 5 buckets. I don't know if that's enough, really. I think we should. We'll be satisfied with 5 buckets, hopefully. Hopefully. What's the inventory size of the bucket anyway? It's 4K for. It's not bad. It's not bad. We'll figure something out, right? This is gonna be a mostly manual endeavor for now, but so let's go to orbit again. You are out of that. You have a bunch of these coming. You need more water. Let's get you more water. Let's do that. And let's get that out. This is gonna help so much. That's gonna help so much. Okay. So we have power. We have roboports with us. We need to make a cargo landing pad. Actually. We'll go get some concrete. Should be here. We need so much steel. We don't even have enough steel right now. Okay, so can we research some stuff that's not necessarily requiring us to do other things? What packs do we have a lot of up here? We don't have any red packs, or cards, sorry. We barely have any green. We have barely anything up here, so we're not gonna do any research right now, I think. That's gonna have to wait. We just need a little bit more of this. Just need a little bit more of this. Cargo landing pad done. So we could send more things to there when we need it. 10, 20, 30. Cargo landing pad. 10. We need... That's a fuel refinery, right? No, that's a fuel processor. So we need iron for that. Let's grab a bit. Let's build 5 maybe. So we want to mine coal and then we want to process that into fuel. There we go. So we have buckets, we can catch stuff over there. We have assembling machines. We have some belt. We don't have a lot of inserters, but we can do that. We'll have 50 of each and 100 of the blue ones. So we're not going to go to Novice Orbit this time. We are going to go to Drakett. Drakett is our thing. General vicinity. I guess this is based on distance, yeah? Oh, and having a landing pad also increases this. Okay, that's fine. So we need to go to Drakett. Double check. Drakett. This is our Cryonite area. To mine Cryonite, we need to what? We can just do this, right? Yeah, I think so. That should be fine. We don't have enough fuel yet. Okay. This is an interesting problem to have. Let's increase the speed of that. Huh. No. I mean, we can put this capsule back over here. Right. No, we can't really do that. Thank you. That's fine. So anything else that I need? I have assembling machines. I'm gonna need that to use the cannons to send things to other places. So we're gonna need to send the Cryonite. We need some chests. We need some chests. We're gonna need these. A bunch of these. Or, well, a bunch. We're gonna need a couple of those. Just in case. We did get the landing pad. We're gonna get that in there. We're gonna get a thing here. We're gonna put that in. We're gonna jump in soon. And then we're gonna launch, I think. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but this is just easy peasy mining outpost. Gonna make 50 of these. Can keep crafting those while we go, I guess. General vicinity, Drakett, let's go. Set up our Cryonite mine. I feel like there's something that's gonna go wrong here. Maybe I should have brought life support stuff, but we're on the planet. Maybe I'll last for 4 minutes. That would suck. Okay. So. Right. Huh. Let's get a couple of these. Because we're gonna have to clean this up. So I need to find the roboport and the bots. Here we have roboport. Gonna start by putting you here maybe. We need to put out... can I go back to novice, please? So we did get a pretty decent amount of these. Boom. We can just put that, let's say, here. It's a bunch of scrap. Really? Okay, where is the cargo landing pad? We have a cargo landing pad here. Gonna put that out there. We'll put 4 maybe of these. We're gonna put some power here, and then we need to connect this to power. We're gonna need to get some water from over here. Let's say there. We need to build an offshore pump to do that. Perfect. We're gonna need some power to get up here. Okay. So it looks like we only had one of these that didn't survive the trip, which is great. This will come from the other side here because the coal is not here specifically. There we go. Gonna have to drag power all the way down here somewhere to where coal is. Can we take a blueprint from, let's say, here maybe? Okay. Let's say we do 4. And then somewhere up here, we'll do the fuel refining. I did bring a couple of these. We'll do near. No, we should be doing burner inserters for these, really. Doot. Near. Do this, that, there we go. Okay. Right, we can't kickstart this bad boy here. Because we don't have any water in that. And luckily I have enough materials to get some water in here. With a solar panel. Holy shit, that was stupid. So we're filling this up. There we go. Should I just do this? We can have a solar panel in here. That's fine. Okay, so we have water in there. We can put coal in here. We can put some extra inserters on that. This is going to give us a ton of coal. And do most of that good stuff. So now we want to make sure that we got a bunch of this cryonite. That's still connected. That should still be connected. Now we need to figure out this delivery cannon thing. So the problem here is... I'm gonna need to make some kind of blueprint for this, yeah. So we need to... get capsules here, yeah. And this needs a thing here. From one side. And then you need 3 things from the other side, yeah? So if we just imagine doing this, probably, we're gonna need a bucket for each. No, we don't need that. No, we don't need that. We'll just do this. So we'll do heat shielding. Heat shielding, we'll do explosives. And then low density structure. Low density structure. Boom. We're gonna do this as well. And then we need another bucket here. And this is gonna be copper for copper wire. Which you will then place in here. Then we'll have 2 of these. You'll get your capsules here. Honestly, I think we even do this. So I can put a bunch of capsules here. I don't care if we have a bit of a stockpile. Then we'll have these going in here. And then you'll load stuff from a belt. Like so. That's a pretty reasonable kind of deal, right? Can even leave it here. Okay, so we have a ton of fuel here for these. Frankly, not consuming much. And this is going to be Cryonite. This. So we need logistics bolts, construction bolts, construction bolts. We need to put this here, so I need to go home. We'll put this... No, we can have that as a spare. Is there anything else I want to fix here before I leave? Because this mine is kind of set up. This power should last for a long fucking while. We can set these up here so we can construct there. And do the same here with this. We are missing roboports. Right. So I have those. It's okay. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should have enough roboports, yeah. It was kind of close. And that should be working. These should have destination novice orbit. There. Alt. Left to go back. Novice orbit. You go there. Alt left to go back. So you both have the correct destination. I'm not gonna auto launch these. Okay. No. So I want to turn all of this off. Thanks. Great. Then we'll do that. You are kind of ready. All the materials I had are here now. We're gonna go back to novice. Let's go. So now we need to set up how we send materials here. We can trash that. We are back. We don't need that. But we are back. Okay. Can we make these? What's the stack size? It's 50. Okay. So we need a couple more of these cannons. Which means I need heat shielding again. Which we barely have any. Like, genuinely barely have any. We barely have anything of anything right now. Oof. So how are we doing with this? You guys are struggling for oxygen, really. But power is not looking great either. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to look into nuclear as soon as we get logistics network up and running. We're gonna have to look at that. Oh, and I see I've made a mistake here. That needs to go. Oh, I don't think we have any of these. No, we don't. I took them to the new planet. That's gonna be a while before we get this up to 3. Okay, that's unfortunate. You're really working hard to feed this. You need 20 stone tablets. So why is this not doing the thing? You're lacking burner inserter. You're lacking engine. You're not doing anything because you don't have any iron. You don't have any iron. The what? Are we completely dry? No, what the hell? Did I destroy a pipe somewhere? Oh, yeah. Okay. I completely fucked this over here. Yeah. Okay. That needs to go in there as well. Right, I fucked this over because I wanted to clean up the copper. Okay. And you're just grabbing heat shielding for fun. I need concrete and big motore. Can we put this in here? And we'll do this and that. And then we can do concrete as well. Let's do 100. Which we do have. Apparently we don't have bricks though. What is up with that? Did I remove? I think I removed that. Okay. We can put this in here. Brick. There we go. We should then be getting our 100 of that. The concrete that we have here needs to go into the system like a good boy. Yeah, you're not having any iron rods because we fucked over that completely. And wood is now struggling. That's not a big difference. 192 per minute. 60% increase. Let's do that. We have so much in the system. We have 14k in the system. So we might as well spend a bit of that. I can now make my nice delivery cannon here. Right. We probably need to get this done as well. Right, I could have taken heat shielding from here. 0.12 per second, that's not a lot, my guy. 0.12 per second, let's upgrade this. Let's put 2 more of these in. That's fine, we're still not having any of those, but iron should be trickling in here now. Yes, okay. Finally. That was really stupid. That was really stupid. I'm gonna grab 20 of these. And we're gonna go up here for now. We're gonna have to build a section of this at some point. So. I think we send 2 stacks of everything up there to start with. Let's get a couple of copper things. This is going to be here and here. So we'll send you. Then we'll send another one. Cool. Right. Let's grab heat shielding from this and some of the low density structures. Then let's grab some explosives from here. So explosives. This. That bucket. Thank you. And we can go. And then we do heat shielding. Same spot. Let's do that, maybe. Yeah, let's not make too many of those, yeah. So you've sent your heat shielding. Now you want to send low density structures to the same thing. And power is not doing well. But that's okay. We'll take this out. Put these back. And let's go to here now. And we can get some of this going here. Okay. Cool. So now we have a little bit of Cryonite here. So now we can start building the utility science, and I think that's going to be the endeavor for next episode, so we can actually unlock the logistics system. Really looking forward to that. That's gonna be so good. Anyway, yeah. So next time, utility science. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really nice day.